Dr. Steve Hall here. Ministry can be a desert of the soul for the minister and their family. That's why my wife and I created Ministry Oasis to provide a respite of renewal for the often parched soul of a minister. I've discovered in my 33 years of ministry that much of my disillusionment began with a misunderstanding of the calling to vocational ministry. Consider this question. Are you called to preach or called to ministry? This is a critical nuance to work through early in the clergy vocation. Those who are called to preach likely imagine that 80 or more percent of their vocation would be actually developing and delivering lesson or sermon content. This kind of expectation can reasonably be held by evangelist or itinerant teachers of church growth or leadership. Those called to preach expect to spend much of their time finding places to preach, but many end up finding a place to preach, not places to preach. In other words, they end up as local pastors, not traveling preachers. Those called to ministry or those called to preach and find themselves in the local church discover quickly that a calling to ministry means that 80 or more percent of their vocation in local church is actually spent on everything but sermon content development and delivery. Preaching is generally 20% of local church ministry. I've met so many pastors disillusioned by the 80% administration of ministry who expected to be in the pulpit 80% of the time. So are you called to preach, but find yourself suffocating under the administration of local church work? Or are you called to ministry and find yourself drifting from speaking engagement to speaking engagement, wishing you could lock in to a local ministry? This post is to get a conversation started that hopefully will lead you to clarifying your calling. So join the conversation in the comment thread below and look for other content on calling coming soon here at Ministry Oasis. God bless you.